Hello, I'm Edward Tarte, once a Catholic priest for 5 years in the 1960s, now an atheist, which means I find no credible evidence for the existence of any God. This is the 33rd in my series of weekly videos for friendlyatheist.com. In this video, I will describe and to some extent paraphrase a dialogue that I have been having with local Catholic priest Father TJ, following my recent video in which I discuss the tragic shootings at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut. In that video, I quoted 4 prominent Christian leaders, including American Family Association spokesman Brian Fisher, who said,
"Where was God when all this went down? God is not going to go where he's not wanted. We have spent 50 years telling God we do not want you in our schools. And I think God would say to us, hey, I'll be glad to protect your children, but you got to invite me back into your world first. I'm not going to go where I'm not wanted. I am a gentleman."
I remarked that at friendlyatheist.com, where that quotation and others were posted, there were as a result many hundreds of comments, including heated exchanges among atheists and Christians, expressing much anger, bitterness, and hatred. Well, here is Father TJ, and here is what TJ said in a comment at my video. The thing that concerns me the most in the tragedy is all the ways that we are continuing divisions among us. Believers versus atheists, gun control versus Second Amendment supporters, etc. Why can't we find common ground in the grief and sorrow that we all feel? Why does this terrible tragedy have to drive us further away from each other? If we can't figure out how to stop hating each other, things like this will keep happening. I replied with this comment. TJ, concerning believers versus atheists, in the United States, to you believers collectively, we atheists are the most despised group in society. Here in Texas, we atheists cannot hold public office. We atheists overwhelmingly support gay rights, gay marriage, equal opportunities for women. You theists typically oppose us, though your opposition dwindles month by month. You oppress us, so your question amounts to this. Why can't we, your oppressors, and you, the oppressed, work together? TJ, I say, it is possible, but not easy. Stop oppressing us, then see what happens. TJ responded, I really wish we could set our differences aside during this horrific tragedy and mourn together. This whole thing breaks my heart, and I can hardly think about anything else. My heart goes out to all those in so much pain. Then I said, TJ, you have a good heart. You and I are mourning together. I have contributed to a fund posted at friendlyatheist.com, sponsored by some atheist groups, to help the stricken families, regardless of their religious orientations, to pay for the funerals and burials. And in my final comment, I said, TJ, this coming Sunday, are you going to lead your parishioners in prayers for the Newtown people? Prayer is useless. Use money. Here perhaps is an opportunity for you and your parishioners to join with us atheists. Let's work together. Suggest to your parishioners that they go to friendlyatheist.com, where they will easily find a post where they can donate money to the organization Atheists Giving Aid for funerals and counseling. The post explains how the money will be distributed carefully, systematically, effectively. Put it in your church bulletin. Will your pastor let you do that? How will your parishioners react? Will you get a big affirmative response? On the other hand, my guess is that many of your parishioners would say something like this: "What is our priest doing working with a bunch of damned atheists?" I have not received any response from TJ. I listened to a recording of his sermon last Sunday, which was about the Newtown tragedy. He said much about prayer. He did not mention anything about the idea of giving any money to Newtown survivors. I visited his church's website and I found no mention of it. If you would like to hear TJ's sermon, you can go to fathertj.com. To all of you, thank you for watching this video.